President Mnangagwa has arrived in Doha to attend the Second World Summit for Social Development, which aims to establish mechanisms for eradicating poverty, ensuring employment, and promoting social inclusion. This is the first summit of its kind since the initial meeting was held in Copenhagen, Denmark in 1995. The summit seeks to strengthen global partnerships and promote inclusive policies that foster equitable opportunities. Deliberations will focus on addressing global challenges such as poverty eradication and employment creation. Armin Fungi Koramba, who traveled with the president, joins us live on the line from Doha with more details. Fungi, good evening.
The event will focus on renewing global commitments to social development and addressing persistent gaps in these areas. According to official statements, the summit is expected to conclude with the adoption of an action-oriented political declaration. This declaration would outline commitments to social development and provide momentum for implementation at national and international levels. The summit's goals align with Zimbabwe's National Development Agenda, which prioritizes leaving no one and no place behind. President Mnangagwa's Vision 2030, which aims to transform Zimbabwe into an upper middle income economy, is also in tandem with the summit's objectives and the broader sustainable development goals.
Now, still staying with this story, we are now joined by Eben Mabunda for insights on the upcoming conference. Eben, good evening and thank you so much for joining us. What is the significance of the Second World Summit for Social Development?
Good evening. Well, this very event is in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Mission for 2030. And this is the manifestation of a 1995 Copenhagen Declaration for Social Development, hinged on three key pillars. The first one is the pillar of full employment. The second pillar is the eradication of poverty, as well as the third one, which then is the pillar of social integration. So these frame what of course will be central to this very conference, where global leaders from of course the four corners of the world will be converging between the 4th and the 6th of November to deliberate on these key issues. How it is that of course a huge part of the third world remains a key concern, where of course full employment is concerned, the eradication of poverty is concerned, social inequalities that exist within our societies and communities. So this is right at the fore of the United Nations Summit, this of course which is coming through, where different leaders from across the world will be meeting for this particular meeting.
So now, even what benefit then could emanate for Zimbabwe from this conference?
For Zimbabwe, there would be several avenues and several aspects, or angles rather. The first one being, of course, how it is that Zimbabwe has proved to be an exporter of labor, skilled labor at that, and especially with the agenda of full employment, there could be some cross linkages that could be explored where this very conference is concerned. At the same time, the subject of the eradication of poverty then also becomes an area of conversation for Zimbabwe, in line with the theme of engagement and re-engagement. It's a platform for Zimbabwe to meet with other global leaders and try and foster possibilities and cooperation in agriculture, in the country's mining sector, in the country's tourism, value addition, of course, manufacturing, these being the key pillars of the Zimbabwean economy. So these are avenues of possibilities as Zimbabwe's leaders engage at that particular level to try and establish some degree of partnerships going forward.